Okay, so for this lesson we're going to learn how to use what's called the rectangular array tool. This can help if you remember when we were making the dice, the six-sided dice in the beginning of learning Fusion 360. We had made the dice and we were placing the little dots on the dice, and it was kind of tedious. And getting the spacing exactly right and all that kind of stuff takes some effort. So what we're going to do is learn how to do that in a little quicker way for some of the faces like the 4, 5, and 6 sides of the cube. So we're going to create a box. I'll pick this XY direction here and we'll do 25, tab 25, enter, 25, enter. All right, so I have my cube. Next thing is I want to look at one face of the cube. So let's click on the front and let's zoom in a little bit. Okay, so now I need one of the pips that I will create on the side of the cube. So the first thing we'll do is we'll hit create. We'll choose sphere, and then it'll ask us what surface we want to place it onto. We're going to click on this surface here because we want it to be on that face. The next thing the next thing we need to do is choose where we want it. If you can see my grid here, I've made a 25 by 25 cube because it goes nicely with the grid. And I'm going to choose this bottom right corner here, and I will do a 4 mm diameter sphere. I'll use the default of cut, and I'll hit OK. So now I have one. So then I could go create sphere, the other corner, create sphere, the other corner, create sphere, the other corner. Do that over and over and over again like we did last time. Or what we can do is use this tool here called rectangular pattern. If we click that, the first question it asks us is what type of pattern do we want? The first option is a rectangle, so it'll create copies across and up. You can do a circular pattern, so obviously it would go in a circle. And then the last is a pattern that follows a path that you've created from a sketch. So we're going to do the first one of the rectangular pattern. So I have that checked. Next is what object do we want to select? You'll notice that when I mouse over, the whole cube highlights, and that's because it's in body mode. I don't want that because I want to be able to grab that little sphere, not the entire cube. So I will switch it from body mode to features, and then you can see how the two highlight. I can now click on that feature that I want to copy. Then it says what axis, what directions do you want these copies to be done in? In our case, because we're doing a rectangle, I'm going to follow the edges of the dice. So I'll select with my axis, and I'm going to choose the bottom, and I'll choose one of the sides. It doesn't matter really which side. Now that I've done that, we can see I get some arrows on that sphere, and I get some options. How many do I want to do? So I'm going to do two in each direction because I want to create the side with 4 dots. And what you do is you can grab the little arrow here and drag it, and you can see a shadow of a dot right there. If I grab this arrow and drag it, and I'm dragging it up to line up with my coordinate system so that way all my dots are exactly where I want them to be. And so you can see a shadow of the dot there, there, and there. And I hit OK, and now I have all 4. So it's a really fast way to create a copy of multiple objects. Let's do the 6-sided one. So rectangular array. Well, first I need a sphere. So create sphere, choose that side and that corner, hit OK. Rectangular array. It's already on features because that's what we did last time. I'll choose that dot. My axes, I'll choose bottom and a side. And I'm going to leave it at 3 because I want to do multiple. I want to do all. So if I do this, that would be 9 dots. If I switch it to 2, you can see I get 6 dots. If I want it 2 in the other direction, I can switch it this way, and then I'll get 6 dots. So it's pretty configurable how you want these dots to be done. You can have them go in multiple directions and all that kind of stuff. And then we can hit OK. So that is the basics of creating a rectangular array on a dice. Let's try and do a circular array. So what we're going to do is if we were to look at a picture of a queen chess piece, at the top of the queen's chess piece there is a crown with little balls that go all the way around the top of the crown. So let's make ourselves something that could be kind of like the top of a queen chess piece. So we'll start with a cylinder. So we'll go create cylinder, and let's choose this plane, and it doesn't matter really where we place our cylinder. I will do a 30 millimeter wide cylinder, and let's do, I don't know, 25 can be the height, and we hit OK. So now I have a cylinder, and now I want the little spheres to be all around the top of the cylinder, right on the edge. So let's look at the top and zoom in a little bit. The next thing we'll do is we'll hit Create Sphere. We'll pick the top of the cylinder, and I want to put it right on the edge here. So you'll notice that my crosshair is right on the edge of the cylinder, and not inside or outside, but it's actually right on that edge. So I'm going to do it right on the edge there, and we'll do a 5 millimeter sphere. Right now it's going to cut into that, and I don't want to cut. I want it to be I want to join it with the queen, or the queen's crown. So we'll hit join, and that means it'll be connected to the two. And I hit OK. So now I have that sphere there, and if you kind of wanted to look at it on the side, you can see that sphere is just kind of hanging off there. All right. So next we want to make copies of that sphere without having to do that and do it all by hand. So we'll click on rectangular pattern, and we'll switch it from rectangular pattern to circular pattern mode. Then we still leave it on features, and then we'll select our feature, which is that sphere. Then we go to axis. Now Fusion is pretty smart. If you have something that is round and you click the edge of that round thing, it knows that there is an axis in the center for a circle. If you have something that's not round, then you would have to construct an axis, and we would go up through here in the construction options and make an axis to actually work with. So in this case though, we can just click on the side of the rectangle, or the cylinder. We can look at the top, and you can see right now it's set to 3, and there are 3 of these dots, and it's going to go the full rotation around. So we can just add more until we feel happy with what we have. I think I'll do 8, and we hit OK. And now you can see how quickly you can get those little dots for what could be kind of on the top of a queen's crown for a chess piece. And you can take a screenshot of this for today's skill check.